welcome to Long Beach. That's right. We are back at it like a track addict. We are at round one of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. I'm Jared Dienda, absolutely excited, elated. 20 years of Formula Drift. You know, it all started in 2004 in Atlanta. Who's your money on? Who's going to win the championship, Ryan? Go.
Well, this is one of, if not the most anticipated seasons I've ever been a part of in all 20 years.
It felt really smooth though, driving the car.
You look smooth.
Like the car's not feeling like there's any extra movement around. Like
this foot was working for sure.
On that first lap,
peel
it off. Well, the tire temp went up like huge. So once we dumped it on that second lap, it felt a lot better. For the track condition, yeah. Second lap felt more normal.
Points for line, angle, and style as possible, 10 points for X factors. We spent a lot of time in the offseason going through this system, trying to quantify how big of a mistake X, Y, and Z is. And I feel pretty good that this is going to resonate with the fans. They can do it at home with us as opposed to the old school sector scoring and things like that that were a little bit more convoluted and more complex.
And our points accrued in qualifying. I know last year, you know, we had those 5 points in qualifying. Are points at stake in qualifying?
Indeed they are. There are championship points on the line.
Here we go, Ryan Zurich in the Rain-X Toyota GR Corolla. He's on those Nitto tires, those big meat hooks. Out back, nice snappy transition. Woo, that's second. Out back to the third outside zone. Could we see a perfect run here? This is master class. Yo, Ryan Zurich is back at it. He wants it. He wants the championship that has escaped him. Official energy to 98.3. A damn near perfect score. And with an X Factor 10 across the board.
How did quali go? I heard you're A driver now.
Yeah, I moved up under the tent for the day. We'll see how tomorrow goes too. Yeah, qualifying went awesome for us. I had a similar run that I did in practice, so I kind of knew what feeling and line and on the edge I was kind of looking for, and I was able to do that again for my actual qualifying lap, which is for me is really difficult to do. So I let it all hang out, and it's definitely one of the best laps, if not the best lap I ever had here at Long Beach, which is crazy. So it felt amazing, and the score reflects that. Also probably my highest qualifying score ever too, which is also neat. So I'm pumped. See, today's not the points day though, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. Last year we qualified first and won the event, so we're hoping to do the same, ideally.
See.
We made a little contact on the wall, doing a little repair, messed up a wheel, bash bar, a little bit of wrap. Good as new.
All right, so practice went really good. Got some pretty good runs in, some not so good ones with some other drivers, but overall track's feeling solid, car's feeling solid. And then we have a bye run for top 32. So we've been sitting out, watching the competition, and getting ready for what will be our top 16 battle against Jonathan Castro.
This is Formula Drift, and we are on the streets of Long Beach for the first round. We start things with a first car park. He won here last year. It was a perfect event. He is now your #1 qualifier again here on the streets of Long Beach. He's gunning for it. Can he do it in the Rain-X Toyota GR Corolla? Driver, Ryan Turk. Got a clean start. Here we go. Toyota GR Corolla, Rain-X Rockstar initiates into that first outside zone. Let's see how he handles it. Into the outside zone. He does get out there. Jonathan Castro comes up a little bit short here. You can see the proximity here. Ryan Turk, oh, look at that. He misses that back bumper on outside zone 3. Great overhead shot here. Look at that angle from Ryan Turk. Castro did have the proximity, but he needs to mimic the angle. Great shot on that overhead on there. Great way to start the top 16. Can you feel it? Stomp your feet, Long Beach.
Here we go.
You're willing. Here we go. Jonathan Castro will lead. Ryan Turk giving chase. Castro, good initiation there. Was that at the 3-2-1? Here we go. Out to the outside zone. Look at that tapping bumpers on the wall.
Oh, no.
Castro, big hit.
I don't think Turk touched. Look at that. Inches between him and the wall.
Ryan Turk in that Toyota GR Corolla. The Rain-X pilot on Nitto tires. Driver moves on to the Great 8.
Top 16 was crazy against Castro. I put down a really good, consistent lead lap, close to my qualifying run, and then he had a really good chase. So he was honest. He only had to sacrifice one spot to gain proximity, but then my chief Brian was saying I had to really hammer down. So chase lap, feel like I entered well, right on his door. Through 1 was great, and the transition, when about to transition and get locked in on outer 2, and he had clipped outer 2 wall hard enough to straighten up, and then he straightened and came across and hit my front wheel, and I just locked the brakes up and stood on him. We just barely stopped before the tire barrier right there, which was absolutely wild. So thankfully that didn't end up in a wild crash and very minimal damage. So I moved on from that, and then we had Jonathan Hurst in the top 8.
Here we go. Ryan Turk, Jonathan Hurst. Ryan Turk in that Rain-X Toyota GR Corolla Rockstar pilot transitions into that second outside zone. He's going against the #1 qualifier, Ryan Turk. I mean, come on. That's a hard act to follow. I'm sorry, Hurst, but wow. Bro, come on. Ryan Turk just punishing this track right now. Jonathan Hurst, Ryan Turk, who's coming out on top. Jonathan Hurst initiates. Look at him using all of the track. That Vitor. Tires going around. Nice job by him. Ryan Turk. Look at just, I mean, he's just on it. He is locked in like a tractor beam. Oh, boy. Tangled up.
You talked too soon.
Pretty good proximity, about 4 feet off the majority of the way through. And then transitioning into inner 1, I'm going to say it how I think it went down, is he never got on the gas, and I came in with some momentum, trying to get right up on his door, and I touched him, hit him, and then that was it.
We're seeing is the lead driver on throttle, is the lead driver carrying momentum, is the lead driver on the right line, is the lead driver making an adjustment that could cause it. And then you're looking at the chase driver. Is the chase driver mimicking the angle? Is the chase driver mimicking the line? Is the chase driver diving in? All of these different things.
Here we go. Slide, sorry to cut you off.
Yep.
Slide him left for Turk. Slide him right for Jonathan Hurst. So Jonathan Hurst gets the win. Jonathan Hurst takes out Ryan Turk.
I got called at fault. So that's what ended our day, which totally sucks because I feel like I got robbed of a win today.